Hello, I'm Lance Zimmerman with the CattleFax closing bell for Friday, September 2nd. Similar to the 2011 cattle market, the wholesale beef market has experienced record high price levels throughout most of the year. Weekly USDA choice box beef prices set an all-time high in April of $189.51 per hundredweight. In August, weekly choice wholesale prices rallied as high as $185 per hundredweight. Year-to-date prices are currently 15% higher than last year and 18% higher than the 3-year average. Demand for end meats from the chuck and round has driven 2011 beef prices to these levels. Increased export demand has created greater competition for many of these items. Also, U.S. beef consumers are looking at end cuts and ground beef as a source of value in the retail meat case. The percent contribution of individual primals to the box beef cutout price indicates these changes. The chuck and round primals have increased considerably in relative carcass value this year. The chuck currently makes up 25% of the overall cutout price, while the round contributes an additional 20%. Today, middle meats from the rib and loin primals are contributing nearly the same amount of dollars to the wholesale beef prices as cuts from the chuck and round. Typically, middle meats drive a higher percentage of the value. Demand for middle meats should increase as the U.S. economy improves, and that should provide long-term support for beef and cattle prices as the industry meets the needs of a growing U.S. beef export market. Now, your weekly commodity markets. There was a small amount of test trade in the fed cattle market at recording time. Activity has been mostly in the north, with live prices at $113 per hundredweight and dressed prices at $180 to $181 per hundredweight. Those prices are steady with last week. There's been a few thousand head of live cattle traded in the south at $113 per hundredweight. Most sellers are waiting to see if stronger bids can develop before the end of the day. Box beef was priced sharply lower this week. Prices moved $6 per hundredweight lower, while the choice select spread maintained a $7 margin. Demand slowed considerably with the bulk of Labor Day buying complete, and Hurricane Irene slowed consumption along the East Coast. Slaughter cows were priced mostly steady for the week. The escalating cost of feedlot cost of gains have feeder cattle buyers on the defensive. Feeder cattle values range from $2 higher to $2 lower, while calf prices were primarily steady. Hot weather throughout the Midwest pushed corn prices higher most of the week. Industry analysts continue to be concerned about crop yields, and a few estimates are predicting the U.S. harvest to produce less than 150 bushels per acre. Thanks for watching, and remember to visit CattleFax.com for your latest market news and analysis.